gender ratio, employees?
Gender ratio, factory, it is 95 in favor of women.
Is it?
In factory, 95%. Somewhere they say even the security, they are women only. He said, what, this fellow can take care of us. We don't want him. We will only take care of ourselves. To that extent, 95. In sales, it is 100% men. 100%. Because sales, they need to walk and walk and walk. At the office, it is 40 male, 60 female.
So around 60%?
Yeah, overall I would say 50-50 is what you can say. Maybe 60-40 in favor of men, because in field force we have lots of people.
Do women work better than men?
Anytime. No doubts only. No doubts. No doubts. I can prove that on paper. I can prove that in productivity. I can prove them in loyalty. I can prove them in all respect. Basically, women are multitaskers. Women have more patience. Women can see future with more clarity. They are reasonably ambitious. They are not very ambitious. For them, a lot of things matters other than the salary in a company. The comfort, the security, the respect, and recognition, a lot will make. Like in rural India, where we have set up the factory, everybody's children are educated by us. Everybody's children are educated by us. Why will she leave the company? Because she is staying there looking at the child. And child is going to school, English medium. And by the way, one of our first employee batch in Pondicherry in 1991, that worker on the floor, her son just got into US for MS. She don't even know where USA is. She has not even seen Chennai. First time she saw Chennai to see off the sun. But in the last 21 years of our stay, 22 years of our stay in Pondicherry, from LKG, we are able to take that studious child till United States. Now this, when you see, others also think that we can do that. So women are far better in all respect in running a company.
Whose idea was this, Char Bund Wala?
Char Bunda Wala is my advertising agency. It was given by and
Prahlad Thakur.
it was just when you are talking, it looks like the jingle like Ayana Ujala Char Bunda Wala Kab Badlega Neel Kab Badlega Takdir. It is a big story what we are talking about, and the people who are in a marketing background or a discipline, if you are taken, it looks a small advertisement, but it's not a small advertisement. It's a huge, huge campaign. What is that campaign? Kab Badlega Neel. The present product at that point of time, 95% of the product was of Robin Neel. It's called Robin Neel. And Robin Neel was 95% market share, and we are launching with 5% market share. We are launching. So you are taking our competition head on, saying that Kab Badlega Neel, Kab Badlega Takdir. So one is that, do you have that guts to take your competition head on as saying that Neel is not good? But if you see the way how the Britishers fooled us then and even now, the users of Robin, is that they said that Neel is, if you put for white clothes Neel, it becomes bright. So people have gone for the convent schools in the past, they will have realized that for their white uniform, they used to put blue and they used to think it has become white. Blue makes it blue. It doesn't make it white or bright. So we said that blue can make it blue, Ujala will make it brighter, and in reality it does. So we brought that campaign and we want to say it is better, definitely it is better in efficacy, it is cheaper. How do you say I am cheaper? You can only say cheaper by quantifying it. When we are discussing with the agencies, then they said that ये काम कैसा करता है? ये सिर्फ 4 drops डालने का है ना सर? 4 drops डालने का है? Then they thought, oh, it looks very easy for the people. Okay, just 4 drops, 4 drops, 4 drops. Like they were all talking like 4 drops, and immediately Prahlad Thakur said that, oh, तभी बोल दो ना 4 बूंदा वाला है करके. So सिर्फ 4 बूंद में काम चलता है. That's the way how it comes. And then you see the whole jingle. We have not used any of the stars then. We used the housewife. And the housewife you will see in our TV commercial, they were not brand ambassadors, because many of the people told us that why not use the brand ambassador. Then Prahlad Kakkar said that don't use a brand ambassador where ordinary women has to take the decision. Take a nice, good-looking woman who is your brand ambassador. And we paid 5,000 rupees for that two ladies who have come, 5,000 each, 10,000 rupees. If I had taken some brand ambassador, which we take now, it will have costed me in crores. Second, in that commercial, it's a series of commercials we have. That's the first, one of the big commercial which we did. We in that particular year, on an 80 crore turnover, we spent 35 crore on advertisement. 35 crores we spent on advertisement, and that became like more like a national anthem that any point in time, any of 90s, 2000 people know, Aaya na Ujala Char Bunda Wala Kab Badlega Neel. That is the way how we spend. So, you need to work with everybody, whether it's in-house, the agency, and for the students, if you want to get something best, you need to be there till the last. Because most of the people get up after half an hour, after 45 minutes, after 2 hours, but in reality, we say that prasad you will get after puja is over, so you need to wait till then. So when you are talking to the agencies, you need to talk to them, this is what my product is, this is what my product is, this is what my product is. Somewhere they say, oh, can we do like this? And that's how Char Bunda Wala came.
Great. Now, you wanted to grow very fast. So you went and took over German Henkel, which was nearly 2 times bigger than your company. I remember I was on external rating board of CARE, and if you go to CARE, you will see my handwritten this thing saying that this is good, inviting crisis. I am glad you proved me wrong, but how did it happen? Would you?
Yeah. For any organization, you have organic growth, you have inorganic growth. Organic growth is you grow every year 5%, 10%, 12%, demonetization problem, GST problem, this problem, agriculture is a problem, money is a problem, water is a problem, and a product like us, if water is more also is problem, water is less is also problem, mosquitoes there also problem, mosquitoes not there also problem, so it's always problem. Always I wait for mosquitoes. The most beautiful sound in my life, music is the humming sound of a mosquito. Because that gives me 350 crore of turnover and 70 crore of profit. So the moment it starts humming, I know the mosquitoes have come. So that is organic growth. But inorganic growth is how I can grow faster than this means you need to acquire the company, you need to buy the companies. Merger and acquisition is one of the best way to grow. But globally, 70% of merger and acquisitions are failure. Only 30% is successful. In India, upward of 90% is failure, only 10% success. So odd against us was, against was more, and your observation saying that this could be, may not be a success is very valid, because that is what the empirical data will show, that merger and acquisition is not successful. But I was very clear that that can be a game changer for us, and it looks simple now, if I say hindsight, but in reality it was as simple as that. Somebody told me that Henkel is not doing well, they have great products, but something wrong, this, that, everything. Then I went to Germany, uninvited. I went to them and I spoke to them. And I told them that I'm from India, I'm working for Jyoti Labs, this, that, everything. And they said, why have you come here? I said, yeah, I believe you have great products, but you're not doing well, you're losing market share, you're losing money. And why? Henkel is a globally number 2 in the world, 20 billion euro company, and talk nice about them. They feel good, they want to hear more nice things. Talk to them, tell them, and say that your India business is not doing well. Then they said, why have you come here? I come here to see whether we can work together, because you can't say I want to buy your company, because ours is such a tiny company, and what is that you can buy from a 20 billion euro global giant? So you need to be very clear what you need to articulate. So I said, can we work together? In what way we can work together? Sir, I can produce for you, I can sell for you, I can market for you. Then what is left there? No, I'm just telling that I can do this, I can do this, I can do that, and we have done so many good things. And somehow when you keep talking to them, then they'll fall in love. That's a must. Emotion is one of the biggest competitive advantage in business. Without emotion, you can't do a business. If you don't know how to smile, if you don't know how to cry, you can't do business actually. So 2-3 times when Germans felt that whatever he's saying, it makes sense, Then I went to my chairman and I told him saying that, sir, do you think that we can buy this company? Without doing my homework, I didn't even tell my chairman what I'm doing. But when I knew that something is brewing, then I went to my MD and I told him saying that, sir, do you think that we can buy this company? He said, where did you get the idea from? Sir, they're not doing well, but they have good products, and but they're losing money. And then I gave him the data. It's a 400 crore company, minus 4.4% EBITDA, 600 crore of carry forward losses, 400 crore of debt, and 475 employees. This is a deadly combination. You have 400 crore of turnover, you have 600 crore of carry forward losses, you have 475 employees, you have 400 crore of debt, and you are working at minus 4.4 EBITDA. When you see a horoscope, it is like Rahu, Ketu are all in the prominent places, and Guru Shukra is not there at all. Or it's like in a medical thing, it's like he has a sugar, he has a BP, he has a liver problem, he has a kidney is not working, and like the brain is not working, he has a neuro problem, and he can't see anything. So that's the kind of buy. And MD looked at it and he said that, you think that you want to really buy? I said, no sir, it's a great buy, we can buy it. Then I told him saying that, okay sir, do you know what all the brands they have? What are the brands? Henko they have. I said, no sir, Henko is there, Prill is there, Fa is there, Margo is there, and Neem toothpaste is there, and Check is there, Mr. White is there. Oh, they're all their brands? Their brands. Then how could they make these mistakes? Oh, they're all intelligent people, sir. That's why they are able to make mistakes. Otherwise, ordinary people cannot make this mistake. Then the first time he heard these brands, he said, oh, looks good. Then I gave him all the products in front of, like the way how the person who have written my picture, drawn my picture, and there he has kept my company's product. The first time when you see your products in a display, that is the time you think that, oh, this is a great institution. Because what we like is our products. We don't like anybody else's product. If my product is there in the notice board, what more do you want? I can sit here for next 2 days also and I can teach you everything. So, and especially that Venkatesh and Aditya and the other girl who has worked on the presentation, even though the presentation, if you had asked me, I'll have sent a beautiful corporate presentation, but the way how you have picked up from internet from here, website, here, there, everything, makes me to feel that, okay, these kids have spent a lot of time. So, similarly, I do my homework, then I kept all these products in front of my MD, and asked him that, what is the gross margin you give it to me, if you were to produce that from my factory, our factory. And my MD is absolutely hands-on in production. He said, when do you want me to tell? He said, by evening you can tell me, no problem. I told him in the afternoon that by evening you can tell me. He said, okay. Then after 2 hours he called me saying that, Ullas, I can give you 35% gross margin. If I produce all this from our factory, I'll give you 35% gross margin. There's the MRP, there's a tax, and there's my production cost. I said, 35%, make it 40, no sir. He said, no, 35. Sir, make it 40, no sir. Because my MD is very conservative, he's a Malayali, and Malayalis are always conservative. Other than gold, they don't buy anything. So when they said 35, I knew it is, when he said 35, I knew it was 40. But still I want to get that confirmation from him saying that, sir, you tell me 40, sir, please, please, please. Then he said, no, then you increase the MRP. Sir, increase the MRP, I can make it 50 also. With this MRP, can you make it 40? Then he said, okay, 37 and a half. Sir, 40, sir. Plus, sir, 40, sir. Okay, I'll give you 40. The moment he said 40, I went back to my cabin, worked on numbers, just on back of the envelope, went back to him saying that, sir, we can buy this company. Now you tell me how much money I can offer them. He said, how much money you think you should offer? Sir, give me 1,000 crore budget. He said, 1,000 crore budget. How much money we have in the bank? I said, we have 245 crore in the bank. Then balance, that will raise the money, sir. Don't worry, sir. Okay. This is all what he said. Okay. 1,000 crore and called the board meeting and said that we want to acquire this company. 1,000 crore is the budget given by the board, and finally I shopped for 785 crore only. We saved the money, and money in the bank was 245 crore, and the rest of the money I borrowed from Kotak Bank and finished the deal. But when we did the deal, everybody said that is the worst decision what this company could have done. Why I'm saying this to the kids is
So
that
I was not alone.
yeah, I mean nobody other than me and MD. And MD also said yes because of me. Because he always said that I can never say no to Ullas. Because of that, he will have told 90%, okay, this person must have done his homework. How can I say no to him? Okay, go. And okay, it's like going for a shopping to a mall, that okay, 1,000 crore, you keep the budget and try to do it before, less than that. But the beauty of that transaction is, whatever I've said now, these are all advantages, not disadvantages. For the kids, when you take a decision, if your homework is perfect, you have gone through everything, only you say the last paragraph, do or not to do. If you have done your homework, most of the times you succeed. Like EBITDA minus 4.4%, that is a published information of Henkel India Limited because the listed entity. For anybody says that if they can't make money, how can you make money? But my MD says that he will give you 40%. Out of 40%, even if I spend on advertisement 20%, still I'm left with 20%. So why I should worry about the past? Because I'm producing from my factory, I'm not producing from their factory. Second, all this, I got a balance sheet of 150 crore of real estate asset, because there is a company which we bought, and there are the hidden assets in any company which is 40-year-old. So I got a lot of real estate which is not shown there, and I knew that that's about 150 crore. Then 600 crore of carry forward losses is bad. Loss is bad, right? Loss is bad, correct? But being a tax expert, I know that their losses I can set off against my profit, because I'm making profit, they're making the loss, you set it off. So 600 crore of carry forward loss, if you set it off, you get 200 crore of tax break from Government of India. So I get 200 crore of Government of India money into this transaction because you don't pay the tax. And after acquiring Henkel, I never paid any tax. So when you get that 475 employees, I retained only 5, and 470 people I said, I don't need them. And that 470 people average was 6.6 lakhs was CTC. So I saved 25 crore at the end of the year. And those are all the harsh decisions which we took, and it worked for us. Today, that 400 crore is sale of is 1,200 crore for us, and the profit of minus 4.4 is a plus 14.5%, and market cap, that time it was 1,200 crore, now market cap is 7,000 crore. So in reality, by spending 400 crore, you have created 6,000 crore of market cap to the shareholders. So it works. So it is basically, you need to know, it's like how you are prepared in a kitchen to take out a best dish. Same quantum of work you need to do when you want to acquire a company with every integrity.
Great. V-Guard is also a great company, you know. One product, or now they have diversified, or?
V-Guard is again, I'm very emotional when it comes to say yes to become a board member on any company. And for me, that Couchesef, the chairman of V-Guard, is beyond human being, like my chairman. They are not human beings. They are beyond human beings. Because I've seen my chairman, last 27 years I'm working with him. Every 6 years, 7 years, I will push him to buy a car, I'll push him to buy a car. Every time he asks me the question, what happened to my existing car that's doing well, why you need a new car? He doesn't know that unless he buys a new car, I can't buy a new car. So that's the idea. What you should tell, please take, please take, please take. And same, my MD, even if you take him for 4 days of tour, he comes with 2 pairs of white and white. And he washes in a hotel, he gets it dried, he irons himself, but I'll give it to the dhobi, I give it to the laundry in the hotel, but he won't. He says that after going to the room, I don't have any other work, and I'll wash my clothes, and I'm very happy about it. They are the people where you look up to, that how these people can be that simple. Similarly, the Couchesef of V-Guard, I was touched when he donated a kidney, looking at a newspaper, somebody is asking for a kidney, and when he was in the car, and he read that in Malayalam newspaper, and he called up his secretary, saying that you call up that lady and ask her which group is that, and she said some group of blood, and that secretary told Couchesef that that's the group. Then he went to the hospital saying that that is my group also, if you think that if the kidney can be fixed to that lady, you fix that kidney. He's a chairman of a company. He just donated his kidney for a person who has not seen. Then he called me saying that, Ullas, do you think that you can join our board? I said, sir, you tell me, I use the same word, you tell me that I should become your driver, I'll become your driver. That is also possible, I'm ready for that, because you have given your kidney to an unknown person when you are a 5,000 crore company. And I need to work for people like you, sir, I'm willing to come. And that's the way how he called, and I went and joined that board. I'm there for the last 5 years now with him.
Great. Now, As a corporate leader, what do you feel the future of this country? No, just they are entering
Yeah.
the industry or their own ventures and all that.
Last 25 years, I've been a witness. The next 25 years, I can only predict a little bit with my experience of the last 25 years. It will be very bad. Rich will become richer, poor become poorer. Middle class will be hurt from both the sides. Education will become very expensive, it becomes useless at the end of the day. Medical expenditure becomes so high, it's not worth living at that cost also. People decide about it. Youngsters, when they don't get a job, then civil unrest will set in. Machines will take over every intelligence. Artificial intelligence will become the rule of the day. We start trusting somebody's brain, then we start trusting the software. Like today, most of the decisions are taken by machines. We have seen Indian Airlines, we have seen Air India, we have seen Indigo. And you have seen the pricing, and you have seen the check-ins, you have seen the checkouts. You see everything is done by, not by machine, not by people, it's done by machine. So next 25 years, unless otherwise you are extraordinary, life will not be easy. To become extraordinary, you should work hard and you should know what you want, and nothing is permanent going forward. It was permanent, semi-permanent in the last 10 years. It was permanent earlier to that forever. For example, if Liladhar sir has joined Corporation Bank and then he moved to Reserve Bank of India, at any point in time ever in his life he would not have thought that can the bank ask me to go home? Anybody who joined in Vijaya Bank or Canara Bank or Syndicate Bank or SBI, whether you work or you don't work or whatever it is, the worst is they will transfer you to some other place. But nobody can take your job. People who work in BHEL, people who work in HCL, people who work anywhere, they have that security that I got a job, I got a job. But going